I'm so glad that even the little ones are excited to see me come on. And what's even more cool than that is we seem to have a host who's not unlike the Oscar hostesses of way back when they used to go back and change their dresses between the awards. That wasn't that was awards. Okay, it wasn't I admit it. Today, we're talking about the digital strategies needed to stay relevant as a Toastmaster. We're in a very different environment. We're navigating shifty waters and rogue waves, and a lot of us don't know how to handle it, how to approach it, and where to get support. And today we're gonna just attack a few of those little issues and see if we can't make this experience a lot more fun. Why? Well, in the words of a musical from back in the 70s, when they package it right and market it nice, I buy baloney. Thank God at Toastmasters, we're not selling baloney, but we're selling bona fide, serious self-esteem, self-confidence, and leadership skills, speaking skills. So we don't have to sell baloney to people. The problem, though, is in this digital world, we are either moving forward, or moving behind. There's no middle ground in digital. And that's the most important when people wonder, why do we need to think about this? Why do we need to approach things differently? The number one reason is if we don't, our club starts becoming and sliding down into irrelevancy. And that's what we don't want. And right now, everyone's digital, so we might as well jump in and learn some digital stuff. Some digital tactics. How's that? That's better than stuff. Our grammarian can omit that from the report. We're going to focus first on Facebook. And now, for those of you who are in clubs that use other mediums, Meetup, maybe Twitter for some, I'm not sure what else we might be using, you can actually apply a lot of this theory as you go. This isn't technical as our training that Diane and I did. It's more conceptual and hands-on. What am I gonna say? What will I say? And I have some notes I'm gonna tiny bit look at, but I'm not gonna try to share my screen because that's a disaster on my end. And see, and this is again where we can learn. And in my next couple of speeches, maybe in a couple of months, I'll try doing a Zoom meeting where I use that technology. For now, it'll just be me. The one thing we want to concentrate when we think about Facebook is not just, are we posting, and are we posting every day or posting every week? We want to think about, what is it our audience, and when I say audience, that would be the people that are reading our posts. What are we saying to them that makes them want to keep reading the post, or even comment on the post, ask questions on the post, or share the post with their friends? Sharing is less, it's not as common as it used to be. It used to be that people used to share things all the time. And it's more difficult to get people to share a post from our Toastmaster page than it was in the past. And it's just because there's so much competition out there. And so whether we want them to share or not isn't necessarily the answer, but we do want them to like it and to comment and to join and be fans. So we're going to talk about that just a tiny bit right now. All right, we also had, as Laura mentioned, we had a guest speaker, Katie Lance. So every once in a while when I mention it, something that she had said during our training, I'll mention that this is from Katie Lance. And from Katie Lance, the 3 top posts are pictures and videos and live stream. Now, I don't know how many of you were members back about a year ago when we were doing a student fair, and it was Allison Mackey was there, Julie Roberson, and oh goodness, I can't remember his name. Oh my gosh, I hope he's not watching this. One of our guy members, and Arnie was there, and it just struck me, why not pull out my Facebook app and turn on our Toastmaster pages and do a live video? So I did, and interviewed each of the people that were helping with the booth. And actually it was really fun because I learned about our members. For instance, Julie, who was out there and talking to every person that passed by with confidence, with poise, with grace. She was hating every second of it because she was incredibly shy. And I would never have known that if I hadn't have talked to her and did this quick interview. So you'll learn about your teammates when you do live streams in the page. How to do that on Zoom, haven't quite perfected it, but Stacy did us the honor of doing a little live, it might have been live stream down by the base and showing the campus. And so that's one way to implement it too, is we can live stream not necessarily on Zoom, but other times, and then post that to our page. The most important thing though is what we're saying. And all of you at this moment can unmute yourself. And whoever's filming, if you want to pin me so it stays on that, you can. Or you can actually unpin me so that we can get everybody's comments. I am going to ask for a little bit of participation here from our members. Guess you're off the hook. What are the top questions that people ask you about Toastmasters? Anybody? Top questions? Yes, Kyle. You're on mute.
I meant that. The MPS specifically, it's how to get on campus. So when we're live and in person, it's how to get there from the outside.
Okay, how to get on campus. And anybody else? I see Tom has his hand up.
Did it do you any good? I always reply, yes, it did.
Did it do you any good? That's, yeah. See, and notice how we have here a technical question, and then we have a question about our growth, and both are important. And as a VPPR, this is important stuff to know, because these are things that we can address. Anybody else? Greg?
What is Toastmasters?
Uh-huh. All right. And Tatiana, I saw your hand up.
Who is teaching you?
Who's teaching you?
I have one.
Pat?
Yeah, how do you get over the nervousness before speaking?
Right. Art?
That's a question for me.
Oh, I'm sorry, Arnie.
I know we're practically indistinguishable, but a question I get asked often is, what is it you guys do?
I get that too sometimes. And Laura?
I get the, do they make you talk? Hold your feet to the fire, but that's kind of the idea.
Okay, great. So these are questions right here, and we're recording. I obviously didn't try to type them down as quickly as I could. Right there, that is fodder. That is beautiful messaging that now we can take all those questions and we can create over the next month an entire series of Facebook posts that answer those questions. And that is how you get people to like your posts and share your posts and comment on them, is you're answering the questions that they're thinking in their head. Now, our membership, those of you who can see in the chat, and this time it's working, we have a link, and the link goes to our digital guest book. Now, why are we now adding a digital guest book? Because without one, our VP of membership somewhere has to, in the middle of all of this meeting on Zoom, has to say, hi, visitor, can I get your email, please? I'd love to like be able to tell you about our next meeting, and you can ask questions, and that can be awkward. So we have this entire new system of, and I believe that Garcinet already did it, where she threw her name in. She has in her inbox a welcome letter, and where she can click on it and reply and ask questions. And that will make it easy for the people who you want to join you to join you. And Amy, since I'm here, I know this might count against my time, so I'm giving it up. Amy, since you're here, you can look in the chat, and there is that link there that you can click and see our digital guest book. It doesn't hurt members to have that page look pretty. And again, if you don't have something fancy, Lead Pages, Constant Contact, MailChimp, they all have these kind of little landing pages. And I'm getting the notice that it is enough. Enough is enough from Miss Carrie. Get it digital, keep it going, because remember, when we package it right, they'll buy Toastmasters.